Start recording. All right. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for taking time out of your crazy busy Sunday to hop on to our Team Unite Momentum training call. It happens every Sunday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, it really means something for you guys who are on this call right now, especially on Sundays. Sundays are usually a time for rest, to get prepped for the week, whether you're going back to work or getting back to it with LifeVantage as well to start building your dreams. So I commend you for being on this call, and for those who are listening into the recording, this is definitely going to be something that you'll want to have some notes and paper handy. So first of all, just a couple housekeeping I wanted to bring up before I get started is Elite Academy is definitely around the corner. I'm super pumped and excited for this. I love these. They're like family reunions. It's so much fun getting together with everybody. It gives you another pump, another pick-me-up. I do want to let you know that Eric Worre tickets are sold out. However, if you go into the Facebook LifeVantage page, there's people who are always selling them for $40. So if you need any help looking for those, definitely let us know and we can help you out. That Friday, I think it's July 8th, we are holding a team dinner, and it's going to be, we're combining with another local team as well. It's going to be an incredible meeting. We're going to be doing recognition, and also Mark Shinsato, who's our Pro 10, and he is going to be there as well. He's going to share his words of wisdom, some great nuggets. We can ask him questions, pick his brain. We're also going to have Pro 7 Pat Waterai, who is also one of my mentors as well, who's going to be there to give us some nuggets. And it's going to be a great networking dinner because we're going to be combining with other teams. So make sure you make it there. It's going to be at the Tangerine Cafe and Grill, which is about a block away from the Anaheim Center. And we'll obviously take some pictures for those who can't be there or who are internationally. We're going to make sure to take some pictures, get them posted. And so for those who weren't there that got recognized, we're going to make sure you get recognized. So also on bigbluecalendar.com, make sure you look on to that calendar and plug into those meetings. Check for upcoming meetings, especially with the Elite Academy that's coming around the corner. You want to get as many people as you can into these upcoming meetings, get them exposed, because then the next step is just letting them know, hey, we have an Elite Academy coming around the corner. This is going to be huge. This is how many people is going to be there. I mean, we're expecting over 10,000 people to be at Anaheim. This is how quickly this company is growing. It's absolutely incredible. And so if there isn't a meeting going on in your area, just create them. Don't wait for people to come in. Create them and make things happen for your area. So one thing I really wanted to talk about today, and I think this is super duper important for everybody to work on, especially as you're growing within your own business, within your own organization as well, is personal development. And what I want you to know is that your paycheck will not outgrow you. So if you're not growing personally, your paycheck will not grow. So if you're wondering, maybe you're somebody who's been in the company for quite some time, or maybe you're trying to figure out, okay, why isn't things growing? Why isn't my organization growing? Why ain't my paychecks growing? You have to sit down and look at yourself, because really the more that time that you invest into yourself, the more that you invest into yourself to become a professional, but not only that, plugging in so that way you can mentally grow, because we're all going to have these mental blocks as we're growing within our business, as we're growing within life. But as you're plugging in and you're feeding that brain mentally, you're going to start becoming a different person. You're going to start growing rhino skin, that all these other things, life things that happen, or these no's, or, people making fun of you, or other things that kind of come up, are not even going to affect you. So investing into yourself is super duper uber important, and that can be books. getting books. I love recommending books. I recommend them all the time. I actually just posted it on my business page, on my LifeVantage business page, the top 5 books to get. And the first one is Think and Grow Rich, which is what I'm reading for the 3rd time right now. Be going through an excerpt with that, but and also we post a bunch on our Facebook page, the team Facebook page too. If I'm not recommending them, if we're not putting up books, then, what's the point of us, helping you guys grow? So if we post something of like a book or, a free training or anything like that, definitely invest into it. You can definitely get these books off Amazon for like no more than $5. It's definitely worth it. And here's a scary statistic is that, did you know that the average, this is just in America, but the average American reads 1 book a year. 1 book. Reads 1 book a year. Now, when you look at the wealthy who are earning 6 figures or more a year, even multimillionaires especially, they read over 60 books a year. So that kind of tells you something. The more you read, the more you know. So invest in yourself. Get the books. Read. I mean, it takes as little as just reading 10 pages a day. Sometimes I have to get the audio books because I'm consistently on the go, but now I've been solely focusing more growing locally here. And so I've been reading more into books, but we drive a lot, and so the audio books just work perfectly too. Another way to really invest in yourself is by going to events. Those who have been to events, events change you. They change you mentally, they change you professionally, and it's the people that you get connected with that's going to help you grow within your company as well too. And I'm going to get to that in just a second, because you can connect with accountability partner. Connect with a mentor. Who is your upline? It doesn't have to necessarily be us. If you can't connect very well with us as in mentorship, that's okay. Go up, or go cross-line. Reach out to people. We love it when people ask for help. Never ever feel bad to ask for help. I mean, I bug the crap out of our upline, our sidelines who are way up in the company as well too. I bug the crap out of them. And the reason being is because there's a reason why they're being successful. And so I want to do what they're doing so I can be in their place and help others do the same thing too. So never feel bad. Just reach out and ask for help. Grab onto their coattails and just go. Plug into trainings. It can be training calls like this obviously you want to plug into your training calls into here, team training calls, but there's proven plan calls. I know most of us, the time range for the proven plan training that happens every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Some people can't make that, due to their time schedule. So there are recordings in your back office in your library on your LifeVantage page. So you can go back onto your library, back into your site, and all the previous recordings are on there so you can plug into that. So plug in as much as you can. I like to call it get your flu shot. Because it's an automatic thing. People automatically get their flu shots if they're getting sick, or if they know that this is going to be the season that people are going to be getting sick. They're preparing. That's exactly what you need to do besides this flu shot is knowledge. This flu shot is a ton of knowledge that you're getting pumped into your veins, to your brain, and to your heart. So that way you'll grow mentally, professionally as a person. So consistently, always, always, always get your flu shot, plug in, so that way you become prepared for when those life situations happen. Accountability partners is huge. If you don't have an accountability partner, you better get one. It can be anybody, and that's why the events are super important, because you can get plugged in, you meet the people, you're going to connect with people who have the similar story as you. And so you guys can become accountability partners by helping each other out with third-party calls, whatever it is, just plug into that, okay? One thing I really want to point out, because we do have a lot of leaders within our organization, and I know that Crossline will be listening to this as well too. My biggest piece of advice to you is to always complain upline, not downline. Okay, if there's an issue going on within your organization, or you're frustrated or anything like that, whatever your frustrations are, never ever discuss that with your own group, with your own team, okay? Always discuss that with people who are above you, okay? Because the reason being is they've been through what you're going through right now, or what you will be going through in the future. So if there's any type of issues or anything like that, definitely talk to the person, your upline, or connect with a crossline who's been involved for quite some time, and just say, hey, listen, you know what, Tiffany, I need some help. So-and-so is just not getting along with so-and-so. It's making me frustrated, and I cannot handle it. Like, how can I handle this? This is going crazy. It's driving me nuts. They're calling me all the time, blah, blah, blah. You know, complain to them and ask for advice, but never go downline. Because what happens is when you have that, it's just going to spread like a disease through your whole team. So if you consistently complain downline, whether it be talking about the company, talking about the products, talking about people, it's going to bleed through your business, and it's going to infect and spread like a plague through your whole organization. So never, ever, ever do that. Be that leader that you need to be. Take responsibility, and know owning up to your own mistakes as well too. But not only that, just connecting with your upline to kind of go through certain issues as well too, because this business isn't easy. You know, your personal development is definitely going to be tested, and you're going to go through a lot of things. So just make sure that you stay plugged in and get connected with somebody. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to read something from Think and Grow Rich. If you haven't gotten this book, definitely make sure you get it. You can get it off eBay. I mean, I think we got ours for like $3 off eBay. But you can also get it in audio, and you can get it as like from Amazon, as well as like a Kindle book or something. But on page 143, even if you have your book in front of you, I'm going to go through how to develop persistence, because, you know, Justin and I, we've been through a lot of highs and a lot of lows to this business. And by following these types of rules and guidelines for yourself on persistence has really helped us really stick through. And that's why we've grown a significant business. But not only that, we have that Pro 10 mindset. You know, we have that type of mindset where, you know, nothing can really affect us now, because we're so oriented or fixated on becoming successful. So there are 4 simple steps which lead to the habit of persistence, and they call for no great amount of intelligence, and there's no particular amount of education, and but little time or effort. And so these necessary steps, here's what they are. A definite purpose backed by a burning desire for its fulfillment. Okay, so if you do not have a definite purpose backed by your burning desire, it's going to be hard for you to move forward. So get connected with that. Next, you're going to need a definite plan expressed in continuous action. So if you're going to go for 2 weeks and then stop for 2 months, your business will never grow. You got to have a definite plan, write it out, and express it in continuous, consistent daily action. A mind closed tightly against all negative and discouraging influences, and this includes negative suggestions of relatives, friends, and acquaintances. Okay, we're going through personal development there, building rhino skin. A friendly alliance with one or more persons will encourage one to follow through with both plan and purpose. Accountability partner, exactly what I was talking about. So get connected with that. So what he talks about in here, what Napoleon points out, is these 4 steps are essential for success in all walks of life. The entire purpose of the 13 principles of this philosophy is to enable one to take these 4 steps as a matter of habit. These are steps by which one may control one's economic destiny. They're steps that lead to freedom and independence of thought. There's steps that lead to riches in small or great quantities, and it doesn't mean money rich. It means being, having, your time freedom and financial freedom. They lead to way to power, fame, and worldly recognition. And I'm telling you, stepping on stage, being recognized in front of thousands of people is absolutely amazing. Okay, you just have to figure out how to do it, and it proves a point to your team, and your team will want to do it too. We went through that. There are 4 steps which guarantee favorable breaks. They are steps that convert dreams into physical realities, which is very true. They lead also to the mastery of fear, discouragement, indifference. There is a magnificent reward for all those who learn to take these 4 steps, which we talked about earlier. And it is a privilege of writing one's own ticket and making life yield to whatever price is asked. So, so getting connected, like persistence is super duper important. So when you have those 4 things, your purpose backed by burning desire, a definite plan with consistent action, close your mind out of any type of negativity, and get connected with people. And I love to point this out to you too, is that, you are who you are because of what you went through in your past. But you're also the person, you are the sum of the 5 people you hang out with. So if you want to be successful, if you want to grow and whatever endeavor, you're in, you got to change your environment. If that environment, because if that environment is negative, if your friends just are not on the same path as you, if they're not high on life, so just think of this. If you're hanging out with 5 Pro 10s, where would your life be right now, or where would it be going? As opposed to hanging out with 5 people who complain and talk about work and discuss about what the Desperate Housewives Club or whatever show they're watching. Where is your life going to be with those type of people, and where would it be going? So think of that, so if you want to succeed and if you want to become a very successful leader, you got to follow the leaders and do what they do and get connected with them. So those are things that I wanted to point out and talk about today. We've been through a lot of personal development. We've been in this business long enough that we understand, there's going to be highs and lows, but you gotta stay plugged in. You gotta be persistent, and you gotta get your flu shot, because if you don't, a quitter never wins, and a winner never quits. Okay. And failure happens. It's going to happen. I don't like to say failure is unacceptable, like it's not an option, because it is an option. We failed our way up. I mean, geez, our first 2 years was awful. But we've learned so much from it to know what to do in the future. And the leaders above us, it's the same way too. So mimic what they do. It's not about faking till you make it. I don't like that. It's not. It's about knowing that you already are becoming that person, and you're going to start attracting things to you because of the person that because of who you are becoming from making these changes, with your personal development. So I hope that this really helped you all today. I hope you took some good notes. If you haven't gotten Think and Grow Rich yet, you got to make sure to get that. Personal development is super, uber, duper important. And I want to thank you so much for hopping on. You guys have a great rest of the Sunday. I'm going to post this recording. Justin should have uploaded the Billy Booker recording from last week. I apologize. Please forgive us. We thought that we had uploaded it, and due to satellite issues, sometimes it becomes delayed, and we had Evie's birthday party, so we got sidetracked. So that is uploaded. I'll make sure to get this uploaded. And if you have any questions or need help at all, definitely reach out to us. We're here for you guys. Love you all. Have a great Sunday.